Oh my god. I got that. That was terrifying. I almost broke my fucking camera. Hey guys, it's Lonely Lizards, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the pilot episode of Frequency. So if you haven't seen it already, I would go watch it because there's going to be some spoilers in it. It's one episode and I really recommend it, so you should go watch it anyway. I've been seeing commercials for this series since the commercials started coming out. I'm always watching the CW, so see all of the commercials for the new shows. So basically, I'll just run through what happened in this episode. The show centers around a woman named Rami Sullivan, and it is her birthday. Her boyfriend and I guess her friend is who he is. They go out and they're in the garage and they get this old radio out, and she gets really mad about it because it's her dad's, and basically her dad had died 20 years before, like a few days after her birthday, her 8th birthday, and she just didn't want to look at it, so she just kept it in the garage. But they kind of just left it on the table. They didn't even finish setting it up and all that. And later that day, she went out and she was looking and playing around with it, and she actually got a hold of somebody on the radio. So she started talking to this guy, and it was all kind of like really weird. Like, you know, all the things he was saying was like, it just didn't add up. So basically she figures out that this is her dad, and at first for her and for him it's like, no, like I can't believe this, like leave me alone, you're being rude and like messing this whole thing up, you know. Then they finally accept it, and she basically tells him like, you're gonna die in a few days, and this is how you die, this is where exactly your body was found, and you were shot and all that. So he, taking all of the information that she gave him, he's able to prevent his own death, which is so weird. Like, he was injured very badly, but he was able to get away alive. Basically, he was a officer, and he was kind of like in this undercover like case with another officer and like some other people, but in the end he was actually set up by these other people, and he was going to be killed. But since he knew about everything that was going to happen, where everything was, he stashed a gun and was able to get away. So and then throughout the episode there is talk of a serial killer from 20 years before, and this serial killer would just kill people. What the fuck? I'm so stupid. Because they found a body, they found a few bodies, and it turned out to be a nurse that Rami's mother actually knew, and she had gone missing 20 years before. After he was, Rami's father, Frank, was able to save his own life, basically, everything changed, like the whole timeline changed. So obviously he wasn't dead, and so they were at the hospital, and instead of that nurse being murdered, she had like things that needed to be taken down to a lab, and Rami's mother took them down to the lab instead. So she in turn was killed, and she was the one that was found, her body was found. So messed up. In the original timeline before, like where he died, the serial killer was no longer active, but when he saved his life, when he ended up living, it changed. So this serial killer is still active, and there's like a manhunt out for him. It's so crazy to think about. Her father did end up dying 5 years before where she is now, you know what I mean? But it was only in a car accident. He wasn't brutally murdered, which, I mean, it's still sad that he died, but her whole life is different. She's remembering memories from the other timeline and this timeline, which, what the hell? So she's remembering life without her dad and then life with her dad throughout those years as well. But then she realizes that her mother wasn't in it anymore, which is, oh my god, I there's only a few shows I've cried at the pilot, which I'm a really emotional person, like, I'm not gonna lie. But I was bawling my eyes out when, like, you figured out that her mom was killed. I was like, girl. In the beginning of the episode, Raimi and her boyfriend are talking about how she's going to be meeting his parents in a few days. But when the timeline changed, they are no longer together. So she thought they were. She went to meet his parents, and they were like sitting at this table, and she like came up and she's like, "Hey guys, I'm Raimi." And then he's like, "Who the hell are you? Like, I don't know you." And then she's like, "Well, I know all this stuff about you." And he's like, "I don't know who the hell you are. You're crazy. I don't know how you know all this stuff, but like, get away. Like, what the hell?" Like, oh my gosh, like, imagine all of, oh my god, so crazy. Anyway, so now her boyfriend isn't her boyfriend, which I'm hoping he's in more episodes. Like, he like realizes what's going on. I mean, obviously he has another girlfriend. I don't know, we'll see. That is another thing that like really confused me. What really confused me about it is that he set up this thing so she would meet his parents, but conveniently in the other timeline, it is set up so the other girlfriend would meet his parents. Like, how convenient is that they would, you know what I mean? Like, if everything changed. I guess their timeline didn't really change much except for the fact that he wasn't with her, but like, his parents were just conveniently there. I don't know. I'm reading too much into this, I know, but like, I really love this show already. It's only one episode in. If you want me to do more reviews like this for this show or other shows, I watch a lot of shows. Just ask me which ones down below. Just ask if I watch certain ones, and if I do, then I will do a review if you want. Also, I wanted to thank you for 35 subscribers. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but for me, it does mean a lot because, I don't know, I finally got to it. And my Fever Code review is like at the most views that I've ever gotten on a video ×2. So thank you. I'm really glad you all are enjoying it. I've gotten a lot of feedback on it. So that means a lot to me. I really love when people comment and give me feedback on my videos. It just makes me really happy to know that people are watching and enjoying my content. So, that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and you can follow my Twitter and Instagram. I will link those down below like I always do on all my videos. And please leave suggestions for future videos in the comments, or if you have any questions about anything, or if you want to talk about the show, which I love talking about shows. I don't know anybody that is watching this show or has planned on watching this show, so I'd love to chat about it because it's really good. And throughout the season, I know I'm gonna want other people to talk to about it. So please comment if you have watched it, or if you haven't watched it. I don't know why you watched this whole thing because I just told you about the whole episode, but maybe if you liked what I said about the episode when I explained it, then you'll go watch it and you'll like it. I don't know.